When we are writing, we want to keep our readers engaged, and we do this by providing them with some more information. We don't want to just tell them what's happening, we want to provide them with some details, such as where, when, why, and how. So how do we do this? Hi everyone, this is Winnie or Miss Tang. Today we are learning to use adverbial phrases and clauses. This is so we can modify the meaning in our sentence, or we can add detail to the verb or verb groups that we have already included in the sentence. This then gives our reader more information about the time, place, condition, reason, manner, or purpose. For our success criteria today, rate is I can recognize adverbial phrases and clauses in a text. Amazing is can you write a dependent clause? Can you modify a verb, adjective, or another adverb? Can you begin with a subordinating conjunctions such as after, although, as, because, since, until, when, while? And fabulous, can you use adverbial clauses in a range of simple, compound, and complex sentences? Adverbs are words that can modify or describe a verb, adjective, another verb, or an entire sentence. It can be used to show the manner, so how something is happening, the degree, how often and how much, the place, for example, where it is, and the time when it is happening. This is an example from a narrative that I have written called Amber and the Browbeating Bully, and this is actually a prequel to the book that my friend and I are writing. Here are some examples of some adverbs. Viviana grinned proudly. So that's telling us how she is grinning. So we are modifying the verb in the sentence for grinned. She still wore it every day. Every day is telling us how often she is wearing it. The Chaotic Cats cheerleading team were practicing after school. So we're telling our audience when they were practicing. Viviana ran quickly towards her. In this sentence, we are using two different kinds of adverbs. For example, quickly is how she ran and towards is where she ran. What are adverbial phrases and how are they different to adverbial clauses? Adverbial phrases are a group of words that modify the verb. They appear as part of the sentence, but they cannot stand alone as a full, complete sentence by itself. And they do what adverbs do, which is to indicate, for example, the time, place, the manner. Here is an example of an adverbial phrase, people telling us where. Gift bags were cluttered on the bed. So on the bed is the adverbial phrase because we're telling the audience where the gift bags were cluttered. Adverbial clauses, on the other hand, they are a dependent clause that modifies the verb, and they can start with subordinating conjunctions. For example, after, although, as, because, since, until, while, and it still describes the how, the when, where, and why. It just provides more information about the time, place, manner, reason, or purpose. Something to remember when you are writing adverbial clauses is that sometimes a comma is used to separate the subordinating clause from the main clause. Adverbial clauses provide additional information opposed to just using an adverb, and it also includes a subject and a verb, whereas adverbial phrases do not. Adverbial clauses can also be used in narratives to provide additional information or to increase the tension or the suspense. Here is an example of an adverbial clause telling us when something is happening. When Amber stood back up from her stretch, comma, Viviana was standing in front of her. So we have our adverbial phrase at the beginning, starting with our subordinating conjunction when, and because we have popped it in the beginning of the sentence, we have put a comma afterwards. Now it is your turn. Can you find any adverbial clauses or phrases in the book that you are reading? Can you write your own sentence with adverbial clauses? And do you know the difference between adverbial clauses and phrases? Here is my grammar and punctuation playlist right here. See you in my next video. Bye!